Okay, so Mark chapter 9, verse 30. And they departed thence and passed through Galilee, and he would not that any man should know it. Right, so he would not. So he wanted not. He did not want anyone to know where they were going. So he departed from there. He passed through Galilee. Would not that any man should know it. So he didn't want anyone to know what he was doing. And then 31. For he taught his disciples and said unto them, the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of men, and they shall kill him. And after that he is killed, he shall rise the third day. All right, so let's give it a little bit more again, a little at a time, trying to get it in there. But because they don't understand the scripture, so they're not understanding. You'll see in verse 32. But they understood not that saying, and were afraid to ask him. Because they're thinking, he said something about this before. We don't understand what he was saying. So I don't know. I don't think we should ask him. They didn't want to ask him this question. In 33. And he came to Capernaum, and being in the house, he asked them, what was it that ye disputed among yourselves by the way? Right? You can't hide anything from him. That's what he's asking. What were you guys talking about on the road? On the way here, on the road. By the way is by the road, by the path, by the way. In 34. But they held their peace, for by the way they had disputed among themselves who should be the greatest. So they said they held their peace, so they didn't want to say, because they're disputing among themselves who's going to be the greatest out of these the disciples there, right? Okay. In 35, and he sat down and called the 12, and saith unto them, if any man desireth to be first, the same shall be last of all, and servant of all. If anyone's first, that's Jesus. And look what he's done. Right? He's the servant of all and last of all. What he's going to do is death, burial, the spiritual death, physical death on the cross, his burial, pay for the eternal sins and the sins of all. Servant of all. He became sin for us. He became human. It's bad enough for him. He's God. To become a human is a step down, remember?